them today or yesterday to help improve your community. You won't even sweep the streets. So I'm tired of this. We got to move forward. I'm sick and tired of us making excuses, especially, come here, young man. I'm sick and tired of us making excuses for him. He's going to get grown one day. He's going to be 18 when he's going to say, Mr. Mitchell, what happened? Why didn't y'all give me a chance? You know why we didn't give you a chance, young man? Because we don't stick together. We don't work for each other. We don't clean up our own neighborhoods. We got I talked to head up, thank you. And this is my man. I had a 3-hour meeting today with CCB. You'd be surprised at the ideas and things that's coming to Park. My board members don't even know this. I went to a meeting today starting at 8 o'clock before we can get out there at 12 o'clock. They're going to have so many things coming to Park Heights that is ridiculous. We're going to sign an MOU with them next week. I'm talking about all kinds of training. Training that you can believe in. Training that's going to get you some jobs. And if you don't go and take the doggone class, you don't have your GED, we're going to have GED classes. If you don't go and take the class, don't blame me. We're making it available to you. Look in the mirror, blame yourself. So folks, I'm going to tell you something. You can see a different George Mitchell. You can see a different Neighborhoods United. I'm sick and tired of people calling my phone. And Milton and I talk 3-4 times a day. Mr. Mitchell, I can't get a job. And they come to me, and I was looking at them. I said, why can't you get a job, son? Well, the white man don't want me to work for him. Son, do me a favor. Go home, take a bath, first of all. Brush your teeth. Put some clothes on. Don't have your shirt and tie. Get up in the morning, 7:30, get a nice resume, get somebody type it up for you, and go out and try to get a job. And I guarantee you'll get a job first thing in the morning. See, that's the kind of person I am. You know, clean our streets. We got to clean Park Heights up. We got a CTC program starting next week. It took us, what, 2 years, Mr. President? Took us almost 2 years to get the money. Because they don't think we can clean up our own streets. We got people out there in the corners cleaning the streets. But we know what we expect you to do? We expect you to clean the streets too. Clean out in front of your house. Clean out in front of your house. We started a citizen loan patrol program. Everybody tell me, well, they got citizen patrol above on the parkway, don't have nothing down here. I couldn't care less what they got up above on the parkway. So we started one. How many people come to the meeting? 5 people, 3 people. And we got a situation right now, I'm not gonna tell you who the young lady is, but we got a situation where we're gonna eliminate all the confusion. We're gonna have a lady where you see a house that's vacant, or trash on the street, or a lot that need to be cut, guess what we're gonna let you do? Because I hate to say it, I ain't talking to y'all, some of y'all gonna talk to a lot of y'all, you're too dog lazy to call 311. You're too lazy to call. And when they say, well, do you have a confirmation number? I don't have a pen. Well, you get ready to call 311, why don't you have a pen? So what happens is, we're gonna eliminate all that mess. We got a young lady that you can call and say, I got a problem at 55 Ranks down the road. She's gonna write it down, and guess what she's gonna do for you? She's gonna call 311, get the confirmation number, and she's gonna follow up on it. So what excuse do you have now? So what's gonna happen is, Mr. Mitchell, I'm hungry. We got a food bank. What else you wanna do? Wanna cook it and feed you too? You know, that's what it's getting to, people. People say, I don't like Donald Trump, but you don't go out and vote. Now look what you got. I'm gonna let y'all go. The number one thing you got to do for a kid to go to school is to make sure he go to school. The attendance rate in Park Heights is terrible. 1 in 14 kids can read at a 4th grade level. 1 in 14. Let me say something, people. You're supposed to be reading to learn in the 4th grade, not learning to read. If your kid can't read in the 4th grade, what in the world is his future going to look like? So guess what we're going to do? Again, we start a reading program. We're going to have a reading contest. Kids going to read as many books as they want, 10 books a week, 20 books a week. Richard is in charge of it. Richard, stand up. Let me know who you are. This is Richard Scott. Richard is a graduate of John Hopkins, and I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. The kid that reads most books will get a trophy. And if they read 10 books, they get a free meal at McDonald's. And they read 20 books, they get so and so and goes on up like that. Folks, how much does it take to sit your child down, or sit any child, that has to be your child, and read a book to them? I'm going to ask a question. I don't want to know be embarrassed. When the last time you read a book to a child? Raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people, 8 people, 9 people. 9 people out of all these people to read a book to a child. Make it a point today, tonight. You go home tonight, look in the mirror and say, you know what? I'm gonna read a book to a child every day. Every day. I don't care if it's a little small book. Read a book to a child. Stop complaining. So our kids can grow up and be successful. Kid told me the other day, 12 years old, his mother was stolen him in Kentucky Fried Chicken. And the person here was with me, so they know I'm not lying. It's exactly what happened. The mother said, don't you ever do what you do anymore. The guy reminded me of myself. And I looked, I kind of felt bad. I said, man, why is his mother yelling at her child like that? So they walked by the table, I said, hey, son, what's going on with you? My mother's mad at me. I said, well, man, what's the problem? Well, none of my business, but I really want to know what the problem was. And she said, my son caught an Uber over to Gilman. 12 years old. He went in my wallet, got my credit card, called Uber, to drive over to Gilman, and called Uber to get him back. And she found about it 3 days later. You know how she found out? She checked the credit card.
Wow.
But his mother was getting ready to go to work. He wanted to get over to Gilman because they had an open house. He wanted to go to Gilman, 12 years old. Next year he wanted to go to Gilman. He had no way of getting over there. Guess what this dude want to be? A biological astronaut. So I looked, and I said to myself, I didn't want to look stupid. I said, man, excuse me, what is a biological astronaut? 12 years old. But see, folks, that's what I'm saying. His mother wasn't mad at him because he wanted to go to Gilman. His mother was mad because he used her credit card. And this dude had the initiative at 12 years old to be what Richard told me. Richard graduated from John Hopkins. He said to the board meeting last, he said, man, tell you what biological astronaut is. I said, don't tell me, I really don't want to know. But the point I'm trying to make to people, we got to give our kids the opportunities. We got to give our kids the chance. Show your kids something. Come to the library. We don't have a library. We're working on trying to get a library in Park Heights right now. Encourage your kids somewhere. Go on the internet. Show them France. Show them Paris. Show them the moon. Show them Mars. We don't know what our kids can be. The biggest industry right now is going to be something that I just found out 2 weeks ago. I was down in Annapolis, and I found out there's an industry that no one here even thought about. We talk about cybersecurity. We talk about video game design. Guess what the #1 industry in America is going to be in the next year or two? Anybody got an idea? No, you don't have an idea, because I didn't have an idea either. And nobody ever had an idea. Do you know that Hertz and Avis and the rental car companies just bought 1.5 million driverless cars? Do you know they had the truck companies just bought almost 200,000 driverless trucks? And Google and what's the other company? Google and Facebook, whatever it is, they bought over 1 million driverless cars. The lady said to me, Mr. Mitchell, we're going to need people to do this stuff. We're going to need people that need to operate this stuff. How to do this? We're going to make these cars go in different directions, stop when they're supposed to stop. It's a new industry. Just like when microwaves came out. My mother wouldn't use a microwave for 5 years. She said, I ain't messing up my brain. When these cell phones came out, whoever thought we'd all be walking around there and talking on cell phones? The industry for the future is driverless cars. And we have got to have people smart enough to deal with the technology to do this. So folks, don't let our kids dream. I don't know what you want to be, son. Speak up.
FBI.
There you go. There you go. Now I'm gonna tell you something. My cousin wanted to be the FBI, and he was the biggest jerk the biggest jerk of a cousin I had. And let me tell you something. He is retired this year after 32 years with the FBI. My Uncle George was named after his son, Jerry, and Jerry was a jerk. I'll call him a nerd. 32 years there, he's the Eastern Regional Director. That dude, you can be anything you want to be, you hear me? And when you get to be an FBI agent, what you going to do? Come back and talk to Mr. Mitchell. Okay? All right. Folks, we got to let our kids dream. I get very emotional about that because my mom never stifled me. She said, boy, you can be anything you want to be. And I'm quite sure your parents told you everything, told you that too. I told her I wanted to be president of the United States now. Settle down, man. But what we're going to do, y'all know the rules. Y'all know the rules. You're going to put your hand up. I'm going to say you in class. Don't interrupt nobody. Say what you want to say. 2 more times. This is Paul Turner. Paul. David. Paul is the principal of the new school. Well, it's not new. School down on Old Frank Lane, Wabash. It's come on, keep talking.
So, good evening, everyone. Good evening. I'll take 3 minutes, 2.5.
because it's already 9 o'clock. So back in the summer, this gentleman has been bugging me. And then I turned around last night and bugged him because he's been talking about this meeting, and I'm excited to be a part of it, but we never connected like, okay, where, what time? So I'm here, I'm happy to be here. My name is David Turner. Calls me all kind of names, but that's all right. I would call him George. And so I sound different because I have an accent, but guess what? Everybody has an accent, right? New Jersey, whatever, you have an accent. So I sound like this because my mom and dad have me in the Caribbean. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. It wasn't my fault, I had no intention. It just happened. So I sound like this because I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. I've been here since 2001. I came because at the age of 27, my wife, everybody say my wife?
My wife.
Your friend says my wife.
My wife.
My wife said, after 3 years of marriage, she said, it's almost like she said you need to do something with your life. But I was doing something because straight out of high school, I went into the bank and I became a supervisor without going to high school, to college. It was just a high school, a GED, high school. And she said, you need to do something. So we've been married for 3 years. I'm 27. I said, you need to do something. But she had been to London. She had been in the US. I had never traveled. And she said, well, you don't want to go to universities in the Caribbean. What do you want to do? And I said, all right, let me do something in the US. So after 3 attempts at the SATs, because we know the SATs is what you need to get into college, I got picked up at Morgan State University. So the first time I ever came to the US, it was January 2001. I have a full ride to Morgan State University.